I have another question here.
Okay, fire away.
This one's from Marion.
Yeah.
Now, Marion says, children's centres employ me to teach specialised sessions such as pregnancy and baby yoga.
Okay.
After April, the budget cuts will slash my work. And she asks, do you have any ideas for maintaining sessions in an area where people aren't used to paying for sessions? And the rest of the question is actually cut off, but she was going on to talk something about, it says, and culturally do. So I think she was going to say that culturally the people are not used to paying for what she offers.
Okay. So my understanding is that the authorities are going to slash the budget, so therefore the services that she offers will no longer be free, but people have to pay, and obviously she's concerned that that's not going to happen.
Yes, that's one, yes.
Okay. Firstly, she's going to be in the same boat as every other therapist of that type, because all of a sudden people aren't going to be able to get this free or paid by the state. So she's not the only therapist out there who's going to be in the boat. It's not like she's disadvantaged hugely because everyone's going to be the same. So now I'll tell you a story because my wife is an alternative therapist, and she was and still is very successful at getting clients who pay a reasonable rate on a consistent basis, and she's never stuck for work. Traditionally in that area, it is difficult to get customers who will pay a reasonable rate and stick to their appointments. And my wife is very successful, not because she is particularly clever in anything, but because of the service she offered. So firstly, I think sometimes that some therapists don't like to ask for money, or don't like to ask for the value that they believe that treatment is worth.
Yes.
Because therapists like to help people, some of them think that it's not the right thing to do to ask for too much money for the treatment. What I would say to you is, first of all, you need to erase that from your mind, because you offer a damn good service, you're entitled to get paid for it, and if people value themselves enough, they will appoint you and pay you. The way I've seen this happen is the way my wife did it was she ran a very professional business, and I don't know whether the treatment the lady's talking about is done at the client's home or at her home or whatever, but you've got to come across with a very professional approach to the business. If you do, then your clients will be professional about it also, and they won't mind paying you, and they won't mind having to pay you if they understand the benefits. And that's another thing. You need to start telling these clients the benefits that they will get from your treatment, because at the end of the day, it's what that treatment does for them that they will be wanting to pay for. So first of all, let's have a rewind. First of all, don't be frightened to ask for money for doing this. You're offering a fantastic service. You shouldn't feel that you're not entitled to be paid for it. You are entitled to be paid for it. So get in your mind what you think is a fair and reasonable amount. Get comfortable with whatever that amount is. And then next, treat it like a real business. Don't treat it like it's a charity. It's not a charity, it's a business. People need to make an appointment, turn up on time, and pay up on time. And that's the mindset that you need to get into to make this work for you. Because I know it's a big culture shock going from signing people up. It's not a big issue. You don't have to deal with the money side because the authorities are paying, and all of a sudden you're thrust into this real commercial business world.
Yes.
The other thing is, as I said just now, if you know that this is going to happen, you want to start talking to your existing clients about the benefits of what you do, because they need to understand what they won't be getting when these cost cuts are made, and they'll have to start paying for it. So make sure you know, at this moment, start telling them the benefits, even put a little leaflet together and explain to them what great things you're doing for them and what would happen if they weren't getting it, so that when it comes time they have to pay, you've done a lot of your groundwork and a lot of your marketing, and hopefully convince them that yes, this is something that they want to keep paying for in the future. So that would be my advice on that.
Well, I think that's great advice, and something that I would add to that is, I used to do yoga, and it's been a while, but I used to do yoga, and there is, you have a relationship. So yes, you buy benefits, as you were saying, and that's absolutely right. You're paying for the benefits. Something else that you're paying for as well is that relationship. With your yoga teacher or with your therapist. Because you know, whilst I was doing yoga, and it was over a few years, there were plenty of opportunities for me to go to other classes that were a lot closer to where I lived. There were certainly cheaper classes because it wasn't the cheapest one around. But once that relationship had been established, that was the teacher that I wanted to go with and practice with. And coming back to what we've been talking about, social media, I've lost touch with that teacher. I don't know where she is right now or what she's doing. But it strikes me that having a Facebook page or just your Facebook account and having your customers and your clients friend you on Facebook or on Twitter is just the perfect thing to do, because it adds an extra layer to the relationship. They're not people that are going to phone you up and have a chat or say, come round for a cup of coffee. But at the same time, you can have more of a relationship than just somebody that you see once or twice a week as they pop into your class.
That's an excellent point,
And perhaps 5 years down the line, after they've stopped doing yoga for a good few years, if you're still communicating with them, when they think, oh, I want to get back into it, you're going to be the first person that they think of, and they'll have that way of contacting you straight away.
Absolutely. And that is an excellent point, and you just reminded me of something else, that, start getting your clients' email addresses now, and say, would you mind if I emailed you some useful information, tips that you can do to help yourself, offers that I may have in the future? Because if you've got a database of people who want information, you can start sending them offers, you can send them information, you can send them tips and techniques, and you can build that rapport up all the time that they want to receive that information. And that's something my wife did. She would sort of like come close to Christmas, she would email her whole customer base and say, but just to let you know, as every Christmas, I'm now selling gift tokens, so if you've got a loved one who wants a massage or Indian head massage, whatever, my tokens cost this, £15 or whatever it is. And she was earning extra money in addition to her normal clients by selling them gift vouchers. So that's something else that you can think of.
Yeah, absolutely. And something somebody once mentioned to me before is exactly what you said, but you could do that on a person's birthday. Because how many businesses send you a birthday card?
Absolutely, very true.
Stick out in that person's mind for a long, long time because you sent them a birthday card.
And that is a very, very good point. And it's when I was doing coaching, it's something I used to do, and I've forgotten about it until you reminded me. It is an excellent way of making yourself stand out from everyone else, doing that sort of thing.